Hey guys, we're going to show you how to descale and maintain your Eagle steam cleaner. So the first thing you need to do is locate the drain plug on the bottom of the machine. If you have this plastic cap, you can use it, or if not, if you're missing that, just take a crescent wrench and you can actually back that nut off. So the plastic cap is directly to the drain plug that goes in the boiler. So we're going to go ahead and drain the boiler completely. And so once that is done draining, we are going to empty the holding tank as well. So while that's draining, I'm going to tell you real quick. So I've got a measuring cup here with 2 cups water and I'm going to pour 2 cups of distilled white vinegar in. You're going to mix those two together, and then we're going to pour that in the machine for the descaling process. So once this gets finished up, we'll do that. Okay, so now that we're completely drained, we're going to replace the plug on the machine. So just locate that, thread that back on. Again, we're going to make sure that's tight. And then, now that we've got the boiler empty, we're going to turn the machine over and empty the water tank. Just remove the cap and just pour that out. And any water that is in that machine, we need to make sure we get it out. Alright, so now we are ready to begin our descaling procedure. So we are going to take this distilled vinegar. Be careful, this stuff stinks. So you don't want to get it all over your hands. We're going to fill this up. Okay. So just 1 to 1 there. Again, 2 cups water, 2 cups vinegar. And then we're going to pour it in. And just pour it till the tank is completely full. And keep in mind the machine is off right now. And you definitely need to do this because the objective is to pump it through as soon as the machine turns on. Alright, so now you can leave the cap off or put it back on, whatever you like. We're going to turn the machine on. And that buzzing is the pump sucking all that water out of the holding tank. This is going to pump all the way into the boiler. We're going to let it sit. Once it starts beeping at us, we're going to turn it off, run this process again. Go ahead, Chris. Okay, so now the machine is beeping, telling us an E03 error code, which is out of water. So it thinks it's out of water, but that's good. That's what we want. So now we're going to go ahead and just turn it off. We're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, just no temperature. Again, turning the machine off. Let it sit. The boiler is going to soak in that water and vinegar combo, and it's going to descale in that boiler. All right, so now 30 minutes has gone by, and we're going to drain the boiler. First thing you need to do is make sure you empty your catch pan. That way you have there's no water in it. When you drain the boiler, you're going to be looking for sediment that actually came out from the descale procedure. So while we'll do that, we're going to pull this drain plug off again. We're going to let it go. Now while this drains, the key thing to know is make sure you never plug the hose in while you're doing this process, because if you pull the trigger and draw steam out of the machine, you're going to have that smell in your hose for a very long time. The vinegar smell embeds itself in that hose and it won't go away. All right, now our boiler is drained. We're going to replace the drain plug. And once we're done with this, we're going to remove the machine and check for any debris in the actual bucket that we have to make sure that there's no remnants of descaling. If there is, just repeat the procedure until you get a nice, clean, consistent, clear water. All right, so empty boiler, empty holding tank. We've got just straight water. Now we're going to pour this into the machine and repeat the same process. And the goal here is to simply just flush out the machine of any maybe loose scale that's in there and or the remaining vinegar remnants that is as well. And you want to be sure to do this, otherwise as you use your steamer in the future, you may have a smell. So, water in, power on. We're going to let it pump until it's full. And it will alert us again by the E03 sensor and showing it's out of water. Alright, so now we're getting the E03 empty water alert, so we're just going to turn the machine off and drain the now fresh water out as well. Alright, the water's clear, so we're good to go.